Hey there, welcome back to SC Student Loan Speaks. We are back with another episode. My name is Gerrick Hampton. I am the Director of Marketing and Outreach here at South Carolina Student Loan. And of course, we have another amazing guest with us today. Thank you so much for being with us, Dr. Hampton.
Thank you for having me.
Wonderful. So Dr. Hampton is with the Commission on Higher Education here in South Carolina, and there's a lot of work and a lot of impact that they do. So first, I'd love for you to introduce yourself to our audience.
Okay. So I'm Dr. Gerrick Hampton. I'm the Associate Director in the Office of Student Affairs at the Commission on Higher Education. I've been with CHE for 19 years, doing various jobs, various projects, still all within the Office of Student Affairs.
Okay.
My current role is I'm over two different teams. So the first team is the scholarship and grant team.
Okay.
So there's 5 programs that come out of the lottery, and the team that I manage, we manage those 5 programs for the state.
Okay.
The second team I'm over is our college access team. So that's probably the team that does a little more of our outreach type stuff.
Of course, yeah.
But they're over, I'm going to say 4 or 5 different programs designed to kind of help students get through the post-secondary process.
Awesome. And so for those who don't know what the Commission on Higher Education is for our state, I'd love for you to give just a high-level overview of what you all do, because there's different divisions within Commission on Higher Education, and so we just have one guest with us today. But just what does CHE do?
So the commission is the state's coordinating board for higher education. And so what that means is we're advocates for the 33 public institutions, but also our private institutions as well.
Okay.
We touch different areas. We do a lot for an agency that's our size. But I think the major things, if I could boil it down to it, is we do program approval. So whatever majors the colleges want to offer, they'll come to us for that approval on the public side.
Okay.
And then we also do a lot of financial aid work. So we manage state scholarship and grant programs.
Yeah.
And we do other things, but that's, if you ask me in a nutshell, what do we do? Those are the things.
Yeah. Sounds like y'all are one of the best kept secrets in South Carolina, which is what I like to say about South Carolina Student Loan. And we have a great partnership with CHE because of some of the initiatives that they have, some of the scholarships that they offer. And so we work together a lot throughout the year.
We do.
Year after year after year. And so we're going to get into some of those programs that you discussed previously. So let's start with your College Access Initiative program.
Okay. So we look at college access as sort of a 3-pronged approach. And there's 3 overarching programs. The first one is college application month. So our first step for anybody looking to go to college is you got to apply.
You got to.
So that program is really cool. It's parented by a national program under ACT, American College Application Campaign. We've been doing the program since 2009. And so the way it works is we depend on high schools to partner with us. They'll select a date, usually most of August through, we did a program as late as November this year.
Okay.
So it's all in the fall. Once they give us that date, they register with us in our office. And then for our part, we then go out and we recruit college representatives to come to the high schools on those dates. And they're all about helping students complete college applications.
Okay.
So one of the great things about it is we'll have institutions, we'll recruit institutions to come to the school. Students will be filling out applications to completely different schools.
Right.
Somebody from, say, Clemson will be the school that helps that day, but the students are applying to USC. I'll pick the extreme.
Right, yeah.
And so that Clemson rep is there, and they are helping the student apply to any college the student wants to apply to, in-state or out-of-state.
I love that.
So the whole goal is to get students to complete those applications. This year, I think we touched about 25,000 seniors across the state.
Wow.
Our goal is always to get all of them.
Yes.
So we didn't quite meet that goal, but that's still a really good lift. I don't have an application number yet. We'll have that probably in May.
Okay.
But we had 257 schools host events this year, so we did meet our goal.
That's a good dent.
Yeah.
That's a great dent.
Yes. So most of the public schools in the state host that program.
Yeah, I love that. So I remember way back in my admission days being very active in college application day/month. So is there technically still a college application month?
So that was really the brand.
Okay.
So we say college application month. Most schools do it for one day. We do it, we call it a season now, to be honest.
Okay.
So internally, it's college application season. We just haven't rebranded it.
Yeah.
But the programs, again, run from August all the way through November. Some schools will do multiple events. There's a school in the upstate that does one every weekend in October.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So another thing I remember from my admissions days is that during that month, some of our South Carolina schools would actually waive application fees. Is that still a thing?
That is still very much a thing.
Okay.
A large number, I won't call names, but a large number of our schools actually do waive the application fee.
Yeah.
It's one of the biggest reasons why the high schools actually still, they come and participate every single year.
Yes.
Because the only way to get that fee waiver list from us is to register your event.
Y'all are smart.
Yep. We try. We try. So if you register, we'll send you the fee waiver code. A lot of our schools, though, in the state, actually, a lot of the colleges are now not having a fee at all.
Okay.
So that's a really good thing.
Yeah. I've been removed from admissions for a while now, but I think the idea of having a season makes a lot of sense because I've heard a lot of school counselors say, make sure you get your applications in before we break for the winter. First half of that senior year, make sure you've applied to your favorite school, your mid-tier school, and I know I'm gonna get in this school.
Yeah.
So 3 schools that students should at least be applying to, unless you already know, I'm gonna take a CDL course. It doesn't require me to apply for a college or something like that. Or if you're going into the military, but there's other steps that need to happen, but we're not gonna talk about those today.
That's still the practice though.
Yeah.
When we go out and we talk to students and families, we encourage them to apply to 3 different schools.
Okay.
Same tiers that you just mentioned.
Okay, perfect. So I'm not that far off. Okay, I still have some things. Awesome. So that was one area of your college access. What's the next one?
So we've got them to apply.
Yes.
Now we want to figure out how we pay for it. So our second program is College Gold South Carolina. Now we might rebrand that next year, but right now, still College Gold.
Okay.
That program is all about completing the free application for federal student aid, or at least say FAFSA.
Yes.
The FAFSA is really important because it unlocks all your federal financial aid. And some state aid as well.
Correct, yes.
So we try to use that as the building block for anybody's financial aid package. Good thing about that program is we've tailored it now to work the same exact way. So if the high schools will, again, register with us, pick a date, pick a time, we will now work with financial aid folks, staff professionals, to get them to come to the high schools to help them complete that FAFSA.
Yes.
So this year for College Gold, that's ongoing right now. We have about 100 events on the books.
Wow.
Across the state. So we're very excited about that program. Most of the events do occur in the fall because, as you know, FAFSA comes out October 1. But we're doing spring events too. So if anybody is out there and they want to do an event, we just want to reach out.
So it's not too late. So for any of my parents of high school seniors, or maybe your senior took a gap year and now they're looking at going to college, or honestly, if we have a parent, it's not too late to complete that FAFSA for next year.
Not at all.
There you go. And it's free.
Absolutely.
So they shouldn't be paying anybody or anything to complete the application.
Because one of the worst things you can do is pay somebody for a scholarship search or to help you do your FAFSA.
Yes. So there is free assistance and help out there for our high school students to complete that FAFSA. And, they've had some revamps over the past couple of years. This year, it felt pretty good.
It was a bit of a challenge for the past 2 years.
Yes, yes.
But this year has been really, really smooth.
I would agree.
Complaints that we've got have decreased a lot.
Yes.
The form is a lot easier.
Yes.
It's about 36 questions. Most of them are questions you've seen before. The IRS data retrieval tool helps a lot.
Yes.
You don't have to enter your taxes manually anymore. So they've really made the form a lot simpler, and we've seen FAFSA completion go up in the state. I think in large part because of that.
Yeah, I've had some events that I've attended. I don't get to go out very often, and families are like, "That was it?
Yeah.
I'm done. Am I missing something?" It's like, everybody was here. We put all of our information in. All the signatures are there. You're good to go. So if you've heard some things in the past about the FAFSA, how difficult it has gotten a lot easier via the simplification process, and it's at a really good place right now. So we encourage all of our students, even if you're thinking, maybe I don't want to go to college, still complete some applications, still complete your FAFSA to give yourself some options. Perfect. And then the last event.
The last event is our College Decision Day.
Yes.
So that looks in 2 different parts. So the first part is our College and Career Decision Day Rally.
Yes.
Which is sponsored by Student Loan. Thank you for that.
Absolutely.
That event is really cool. It is all about third step. So again, we got them to apply for college. We figured out how we're paying for it.
Yep.
Now we've decided where we're going, and we just want to celebrate that.
Right.
I think that's the part that gets missing a lot in our culture. We want to celebrate the next step, whether it's going to college, whether it's military, or even going straight to the workforce.
Right.
We want to bring students together, and we just want to say congratulations.
Yeah.
So we've done this. This will be our 5th rally coming up, I believe. It's all about bringing students together. So we're going to bring about 2,000 students down to the South Carolina State House on May the 6th. We'll have a DJ. We'll have guest speakers. We'll have food trucks. It's going to be a good time.
It's a whole thing, y'all. So if we have any school counselors listening that have high school students, you want to sign up. And I believe signups are currently open.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Attended the past, I want to say, probably 3 years. And I feel like it gets bigger and bigger and bigger each year.
It does. It does. This year, we're going to close off Sumter Street like we did last year. And again, we're going to have hopefully 2,000 students join us. It should be a really good time.
And what's really cool, if you're on Main Street, because we parade the students down Main Street, if you have a business from, Boyd Plaza to the State House, come outside and celebrate these students as they're walking down, because they are walking into their futures. And to see 2,000 students being excited about their future. We have a band out there. We have banners out there. We have the DJ. It's just a great time to see what our future is going to look like. Yeah.
It's a good event. And shout out to WJK in high school. They were the band last year. They've committed to come back and be the band.
All right. Yeah.
Columbia High School is going to participate. They're going to do the national anthem. They do an acapella. It's amazing. The Irmo High School Air Force Junior ROTC will present the flag colors. So we try to bring in local high schools and be a part of this event.
Absolutely.
Again, we're going to look for about 2,000 students.
I think we're going to get there. I think we're going to exceed it.
I believe so.
Yeah.
So I'll need some more volunteers.
Okay. We'll have you do a plug here in a little bit. So, wow, that's just one area that you cover. And you, just like us, it's a small team, and you all do massive works. So those 3 areas, from helping you figure out, am I going to college? How do I apply? Because that can be daunting for first-gen students, or even students who have families, they've gone through it, they just don't have the capacity or the time. Then your FAFSA events, your College Go SC events, to help you figure out, set that foundational block of, I'm going to have some money. I just have to figure out where it's coming from. And then we get to celebrate.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So we also have a whole nother section of scholarships and grants.
We do.
So we talked a little bit about how some of your money will come from the FAFSA, but then we have some money for citizens of South Carolina to take advantage of as well.
We absolutely do. So our state provides 5 programs, base programs that come out of the lottery for South Carolina residents looking to attend in-state colleges.
Yes.
So always have to put that out there.
Yes.
These programs do need to be used at eligible in-state colleges. They can't follow you out of state. So,
Okay.
again, while we push college for everyone, we think college is important for everyone. We encourage students. We got money for you to go in-state. Why don't you try to stay in-state?
Right.
First program, and again, I'll go with these really briefly, though, is our South Carolina need-based grant.
Okay.
That one is exactly what it sounds like. It is based on financial need.
Yep.
All you got to do is do that same FAFSA.
Yep.
Have it sent to any of our 2-year public colleges, 2 or 4-year public colleges in the state. Colleges are going to take care of the rest. They'll look at your FAFSA, and based on those results, they may offer you some of the need-based grant.
Okay. Perfect.
Our second program is the Lottery Tuition Assistance Program. This one is a special program because you can use it only at the 16 technical colleges, Spartanburg Methodist College, or the 4 regional campuses of USC.
Okay.
This program is great, though, because it's the one that I'm going to talk about that doesn't ask for a GPA, doesn't ask for a test score. There's no class rank requirement.
Okay.
It is simply be a resident, go to one of those schools that I just mentioned,
Yep.
And do a FAFSA.
Okay.
If you do that, you're at least going to receive that award.
Okay.
That program is really cool because it's the program that supports dual enrollment.
Okay. Yeah.
Traditional students, but even non-traditional students. So someone like myself, who even has a doctorate, can actually go to a technical college and still get lottery tuition assistance no matter what I've accomplished.
Nice. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Because career changers are out there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
As our one of our major workforce tools.
Yeah.
Folks like to retool all the time. This is a program that can help you get more skills or trade.
Perfect.
I'm sorry. And the award amount for that right now is about $75 per credit hour.
Okay.
For unlimited number of credit hours.
Okay.
And then our scholarship programs. The first level is our Hope Scholarship.
Okay.
Now, the Hope Scholarship is a one-year freshman year scholarship designed for students who graduate high school at 3.0, and they're determined to go to a four-year school,
right?
State, either public or private.
Okay.
That program will afford you $2,800 for the year.
Okay.
And you receive the Hope Scholarship with the hope that you might move into the Life Scholarship program for your second year.
Yes.
Our Life program is our largest program in terms of funding. So more money goes to that program than any other program in the state. Cool thing about that program is you can get it at a 2-year school or even a 4-year school.
Okay.
To receive it at a 2-year college, real simple, same student, 3.0.
Perfect.
So what we're seeing, one of the conversations we have a lot now is for a student who graduates high school, I have a 3.0.
Yes.
I have a choice to make. If my test score wasn't great or I'm not in the top 30% of the class, I can either go to a 4-year school, receive that Hope Scholarship we just talked about,
right?
$2,800. But if that same student is willing to start off at a 2-year school, now you're talking about possibly getting up to $5,000 for that same level of criteria.
Yeah.
So we're seeing a lot of students now really make that have that discussion about where do I really want to start out for the first year.
Yeah. And so with Hope, if they start off at a 2-year institution, but ultimately their career path would require them to have a 4-year degree, can they transfer that to a 4-year institution?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So the way it works for all the scholarships is you get 4 years or 8 semesters.
Okay.
Wherever you start off at is where you start off at. You can transfer it between institutions as long as you're still within that 4-year period. Now, if you go to that 9th semester or that 5th year, the programs do cut off.
Okay.
So the programs are all designed to encourage completion, hopefully within 4 years. And so hopefully you'll work with your college to stay on track to get out on in that 4-year period.
Okay. Good to know.
You can also receive the Life Scholarship at a 4-year school, though. And so this is that 2 out of 3 you always hear about. So a 3.0. But now we're talking about either an 1100 on the SAT or a 25 on the ACT.
Okay.
Nope, sorry. 22 on the ACT.
Because it changes. They evaluate it annually, so give grace.
It did change a little bit. Cool thing about the test score, though, is you can actually super score.
Okay.
So I can take the SAT as many times as I want, and the college is going to take your best math score, your best reading score, put those together. If that's an 1100, you met the test score no matter how many times you took the test.
Perfect.
ACT is going to work the same way.
Okay.
And then again, be in the top 30% of the class. So any 2 out of those 3 will get you a Life Scholarship at a 4-year school in South Carolina.
Yeah.
Cool thing about a Life program, no application needed. Same thing for Hope. Graduate high school, be sure everything is sent to your college.
Yep.
College is going to take care of everything else.
Okay, perfect.
Last program is our Pamela Fellows program. So that one is reserved for our top students in the state.
Okay.
Academically. That criteria is a little bit higher, but so is the award amount. So the criteria for Pamela Fellows is a 3.5 GPA, a 1200 SAT, or a 25 ACT. And you do have to be in the top 6% of either 10th, 11th, or 12th grade in that final ranking for that class. So again, the criteria is a little bit harder, but the award amount is a little bit great.
Yeah.
There's an alternate criteria, though. If you can't use rank or your school doesn't rank, the GPA goes to a 4.0, and then the test score goes to a 1400 SAT, 31 ACT. Same rules still apply.
So they have options.
They do.
Here in the state of South Carolina.
Absolutely.
That they can use to find money to go to school in the state of South Carolina.
Yeah.
And achieve their career goals. Stay in the state of South Carolina. That's the key, y'all. State of South Carolina. We don't want you all to leave money on the table for this idea of what you think your college experience is going to be like, right? There's always opportunities for graduate courses and for you to just in general move out of the state after you complete that educational journey. But I think one of the biggest tenets here that our outreach team tries to help families understand is the return on investment.
Yes, absolutely.
And I use this example, and I'm not picking on educators, but we know that our educators aren't paid what they should be paid. And so for you to potentially go out of state to take this educational journey to become a certified teacher, and not make the salary that you would have liked to have made, but you have more debt that you could have decreased while staying in the state of South Carolina, leveraging some of our programs, you have options. That's the thing. We want you all to consider and think about the return on investment, specifically when you are thinking about when you graduate from your 2-year or 4-year degree, you have that debt. Your first 5 years of working, you're not going to be making that average salary, right? You're entry level. You got to get some skills under your belt. So return on investment, I think, is really important here at South Carolina Student Loan, and I think your programs help students achieve that.
Yeah, and we're trying to move to a place where we all have these conversations where college is an investment, and so. We encourage kids to go wherever they want to go, where they feel comfortable. But I got to have that conversation.
Yes.
Am I going to spend a lot of money on an undergraduate degree by going out of state when I could go in-state, take advantage of all these programs, pay in-state tuition, which is also a big deal.
Right.
Or am I going to pay this larger cost just to go feel like I'm going to experience something different that I can go do for graduate work?
Yes.
So, again, good conversations for families to have when they're deciding on a college. We always want to start looking at in-state schools, I think.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I think we covered all of the 5 programs, right? Palmetto Fellows, Life, Hope, and then we have lottery tuition assistance, and then we also have the SC Needs-Based Grant, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so you have options for money in the state of South Carolina. Now, just to point out, Palmetto Fellows, Life, and Hope, you didn't mention the FAFSA. Do they have to complete the FAFSA to gain access to that program?
Absolutely do not.
Okay.
FAFSA is not related to those programs at all. Now, we do encourage you to always do this FAFSA. It also involves a citizenship check.
Okay.
Because you do have to be a resident and a citizen to get these programs. And the FAFSA is the easiest way to accomplish that.
Okay.
If you never did a FAFSA, you could still qualify for those 3 programs.
Okay. And then one of the questions that we oftentimes get is, well, can I stack these programs together?
That's a really good question. So you can stack the need-based grant with any of the other 4 programs I talked about.
Okay.
That's the only one that you can stack, though. So you're either going to get one of Life, Hope, Palmetto Fellows, or lottery tuition assistance.
Okay. So I can't get Palmetto Fellows and Life. No. Okay.
But if you are intending to major in a STEM field, or you intend to teach, or accounting, we have something called an enhancement.
That is right. Yes.
And that's an additional $2,500 on top of the awards, the base award for the scholarship for students that want to be in those fields. It starts in the sophomore year.
Okay.
And for our teachers especially, it becomes a really good boost to that starting to reducing that student loan debt that we
Yes. Okay. So there's an enhancement, you guys, but you can't stack Palmetto Fellows, Life, and Hope. That's usually where the question comes in, where the larger amounts of funding is available. So, okay, great. So are there any other fun initiatives happening at CHE that we need to know about?
So we're trying some different things. I think one of the things that I will point out is we actually have a college ambassador program.
Oh, okay.
So it's a group of high school students. They're really fun.
Okay.
And they are taking over our social media for SC Can Go. So SC Can Go is sort of our multimedia college access platform.
Okay.
It is under the umbrella of the commission, but separate. So CHE has all its own social media, not affiliated with SC Can Go. SC Can Go is a smaller arm, and this is kind of where we do all our fun college access.
Okay.
So we, understanding that we need to reach students where they are, have contracted with a group of 8 students across the state, high school seniors. So there's 6 seniors, 4 juniors.
Okay.
And they're posting all about their college journey. So content about how did I pick my college? Did I visit this college? How did I do my FAFSA? Showing love to their school counselors, showing love to college admissions officers who took them on the tour.
Yeah.
It's been fun. This is our 3rd year of the program, but this is by far the most engaged group of high school students we've had. So I encourage everybody to check out the SC Can Go X account, SC Can Go Instagram. There's even a Facebook, though I know students really aren't there.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Okay.
Those students are posting content weekly.
Okay.
Really tight.
Okay, so we'll get those handles and put it in the description below for you all, so you end up in the right location so you can follow and support the initiatives that they have going on. Sounds like you all select these students annually, and so there'll be another group of ambassadors here coming up. And if we have someone looking, how do they get identified as an ambassador? Like, what does that process look like?
So we reach out to every school counselor in the state and ask for nominations.
Okay.
We start that process in April, getting ready for the next cohort.
Yep.
If you haven't heard from your school counselor and you're interested, you don't have to go through the counselor. We can ask for a recommendation.
Yep.
But you can always email my office, and we'll get you in contact with the application as well.
Okay, that's fun. I love that. Okay, awesome. So at the end of every interview, I always ask, y'all know, if we think back to little Gerrick when he was a senior, he wasn't that little, but y'all, you get what I'm saying? Younger Gerrick.
Yes.
What is something that you wish you would have known coming out of high school?
Yeah. So I think it's really important to visit the schools that you're really interested in. I see too often seniors that pick a college and they never set foot on campus.
Okay.
I only took 2 visits.
Okay.
I wish I had taken a lot more. Now, I ended up at what I think is the finest institution in the state.
Okay, shout it out.
Winthrop University.
Winthrop, okay.
But I feel like I probably should have taken a few more visits. I probably would have still ended up in the same place.
Right.
That's the plan.
Uh-huh.
But I think it's really important to go visit these colleges. COVID took away some of that for some of the classes.
Right.
But now we're back open. Colleges are accepting students on visits. So I would encourage any senior, before you make that application, or even after you make that application, before you make that decision, go see where you're going to spend the next 2 to 4 years.
Yeah. No, that's really good. And with that, I'll just say that, some of our students, they have barriers to being able to visit colleges for whatever reason, right? And so just kind of want to shout out Success Team. They are a great resource in the CSRA, I think I got that right, area. They are accepting applications in the Midlands area, and they do college visits and overnight stays for college. And then you have your TRIO programs that are situated across the state as well. All of those programs are absolutely free, and they are all about college access. They take you on college visits, help you with this process as well, and also have a great working relationship with CHE. So you have resources out there that you can tap into to help you access the education for the career path that you want. So with that, any closing words that you have other than that amazing advice that you just gave?
No, I just appreciate you having me here today.
Absolutely.
It was a great conversation. I appreciate the partnership with Student Loan.
Absolutely.
And so just thank you for having me.
Wonderful. Well, there you have it. We have another episode completed with SC Student Loan Speaks. So make sure you all follow SC Can Go. We'll put it down in the description below, and we'll put some other resources down there available for you all as well. And again, thank you, Dr. Hampton, for joining us today.
Thank you.
Absolutely.